Our farm name is Blue Oasis Farm because the name itself, we have a blue sky, and throughout here is a very hilly, rocky, and very harsh weathers. But still, my mother-in-law, my husband, and our family aim to keep it always greenery, natural, and wild. So we kept our name as Blue Oasis Farm.
It was my father-in-law's. He was in the army, and that time he had to cut nearly 25 acres of this government land. It was here. So he came here at, before 60 years. 60 years he stayed here in a small house nearby the river. Before we could come here, my father-in-law has been planted 50 trees of arecanut trees. And looking at that, that time nice yielding in this forest place, is good harvest and all we got. So we thought, okay, what to do here? Then started with the paddy fields. First we started with paddy fields 1 year. Then next after that we started with the coconut trees and arecanut trees.
I was like mostly a city girl. Though my native was Mangalore, never been here just for some functions and all, but I've never been into any of the interior villages. We were in just Mangalore cities. That's what main knowledge and brain was not Google. My mother-in-law, my husband, they are the one.
So my first instinct was to make money. Of course, no one wants to do anything but make money. So we had this farm and we wanted to, get the best out of it. So my forefather, like my grandfather, my father had maintained this very well. So I had to keep it up and I had to keep the farm running to its best levels. So that was my and with my knowledge, how could I improve on it? That was the major of my concern. So first thing is the farm was very like age-old farm. A lot of things need to be renewed and made modern. So with my knowledge and with some consultation along with some people who know it very well, who have done it in a better way, I consulted with them and we started planting trees. Then we started dividing the farm into various sets so that total of the farm will not depend on major crop. It will be diversified. Because major of the crop was areca or coconut at that time. Then we started planting pepper, then we started planting pineapple, cocoa. We went into diversification so that even if one crop fails, we'll have another crop as a kind of backup. Then the thing was that time the farm was from the age-old practice of organic farming, we had come into chemical farming. So we had the input of fertilizers, spray, pesticides, and everything. So that was what was the norm at that time, and we were sure that was going to, because everyone was talking about the same thing, and we were looking into doing it better. And as the thing was, the more input, the more output you get. That was the what was the knowledge given to us. So we were practicing the same thing. After that, after some years, we saw that this wasn't working out, and then we had talks of organic farming, going back to the roots and everything coming up. So we started organic farming, and it failed. We had a real horrible experience. We followed organic farming as per the book, as per the book at that time. So you can say like 20 years back, what was the rules and organic farming? We followed up to the point, and instead of getting a better crop, we had a worse crop. A total failure of crops, and then we stopped organic farming. After 5 years, we again went back into chemical farming. So at that time, we were like, organic farming doesn't help. We were into that kind of mindset that if we are going to do this, we are going to collapse. So that was the mindset we had in that time. Gradually, we got some other input. The knowledge base expanded, and we started learning that it is not about just about what we are getting right now. It is about the future of the farm. So what we want the farm to be for our future generations. That was the main concept. So I can get a premium price, and I can live my life with a premium price. But what will my future generation do, or what will their future generation? So we were thinking like 50 years down the lane, 100 years down the lane. That concept became evident, and then we started changing our mindset. A huge change of mindset was required at that time, and it became practically, it became evident that we should not be depending upon what we hear from others and apply the same thing. We have to take the knowledge. You have to trust of what we can do with the knowledge and what is applicable with our farm, at how we can do it better with that. That should be done at our farm. So like that, we started experimenting with things from chemical to organic. Again, we were not going to go into total organic. We started decreasing the chemical usage. So then we started lowering the use of fertilizers. Then we started lowering the use of pesticides, insecticides. And the last and final thing was the ban of fungicides. So we learned that the fungus and the microbes are the beneficial things. And now instead of using something to kill those, we are actually getting more of the microbes, beneficial microbes. We use Jivamrata. We are using the microbial influx, and we are getting it to the root zone. I'm not going to say that I am on the right track, because anything is not right. Everything has to change. Everything has to evolve. But as per now, as per our understanding now, this is the right track, because first what we decided is we are going to destroy everything. We are going to destroy the insects. We are going to destroy the weeds. We are going to destroy the pathogens. We are going to destroy the fungi. So of course, destruction is not on the right path. So going down the lane, it will be better if we plan to be better rather than going with strict. So if we say that my grandfather used to do this and I'm going to do that, so that won't work. Now say in coming years we'll have something better coming up. We have to go to some other things which is coming up and think whether it is applicable for our field, and then do it.
I feel this is a best place for infant to grow here, infant to toddler, because the activities which they has to get, it will be they get it here. All the activities which the toys now online which they are showing is very creative and good, useful, but that itself is here right from the beginning. No, those are friendly red ants, Raya. They are like quickly. They just love to walk on here. Look at this, so beautiful kid. You should watch all that, not to worry about ants and this and that.
We have been in Bombay for a few years. From here, we went to Bombay. We studied there. So that you can again return after 5 years. Then started this work, paddy field, this, that, working hard, sending the children to school. My son completed MSc.
Okay.
Till then, after studying so much, he did so many good things over here. So I am really proud.